Wayne and Isiah, you know how we do. We're just waiting for Tope to come and join us. We'll try and go on. I'm going on TikTok live as well, but this is basically a live to speak about the many inspirational people that are in our book. Which book is it?
It is Creating Black History.
Yes. Yeah. We've been doing a lot of work. We recently went to a school the other day. How was that? Tell them how the school was. What did we do?
The school was really nice. We did a workshop there on how to make your own book, which I think the kids really enjoyed.
Yeah. So Isiah done really well. He was helping the kids, speaking with the kids and like helping them to kind of create the character. So we'll be doing that. And yeah. But yeah, so one of the people that's in our book is Tope, aka ICIE. He's the host of the Sitdown, which is an inspirational platform which interviews inspirational figures all around the UK, I guess. He's interviewed people like Dean Forbes. He's interviewed people like Jamelia. He's interviewed Mo the comedian. He's interviewed just so many inspirational people, and there's more to come sort of in the next year. Do you know what I mean? But we're on TikTok live as well, but Tope won't be on the live. He'll be just on Instagram. We're just waiting for him to join now. And yeah, so in total we've written like 7 books. 7 books. Like, so one of the books are not here because we've been selling, we've been doing well. But these are some of the books that we've been creating for Creating Black History. Let me just see where Tope is right now. Let me just send this to Tope. Boom. Where is he? Where is Tope? I see the host. Boom. Send. Alright, I've sent that to I see the host now. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, where, you know, like the process of creating books is really, really fun. I find it really fun. But to be honest, I think that when we started creating these books, Isiah was really young.
How old was I? I was in COVID, right?
So he was like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 years old. So at that time he was really like, you know, really into it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're children's books essentially. So like Super Gran, things like this, and Yama Banana. These books, he used to really love them. They used to make him laugh and all this type of stuff. But now he's older. I don't, you know, you haven't got much interest in these books. Really, because they're too young for him. So we're kind of like, I'm trying to show him more like the business side and what can happen as a result of creating these books. So we're doing workshops, we're going to book fairs, and we're buying and selling and things like that. So he's kind of like getting into that side of things, which is fun, which is
and I
great.
quite enjoy going to the workshops and stuff. Like, they're quite fun.
Do you?
Probably.
And we're going to let him in. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got a request there. Miss Marks, give him Miss Margarita a wave. Yes, Miss Margarita, how are you doing? Miss Margarita, we've got Tope on Instagram Live. So if you've got any questions for Tope, we've got Jay Weston. The TikTok's going off crazy right now. Yes, Tope!
Yo, how are you guys?
Good, man. Good to see you, bro.
You too, man.
Thank you for joining us, bro.
Hey, Isiah, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks.
Oh, good, man.
How's the audio and picture? Is it
Can
coming
you hear
through?
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. I think it was pausing every so often, but that's cool now.
Okay. But can you hear us okay? Can you see us okay?
Yeah.
Oh, big up. Well, listen, man. As you know, we've got you in our book.
Yes.
Creating Black History on the front of the page. Like this is the front of it. Creating Black History to TikTok livers. Creating Black History. TikTok livers. We've got Tope in the Instagram. Okay, so if you go to Wayne Jordan 1 in Instagram, Tope is there live. And this is, he's on this page here next to Ian Wright. So Ian Wright, then we've got ICIE. Yeah. And I'm going to read out just something that we wrote about him. It says, he's got a talent for guiding conversations nicely. I'm talking about your sit-down presenter, ICIE. And if you catch him at the right time, he'll drop a few bars or rap on grime. Is that true, bro?
Yeah, back in the day.
Have we caught you at the right time, though? Have you
No,
have you? No.
no.
No bars for us, no?
I wouldn't even know where to start, bro.
No?
Bro, that pen needs to be resurrected.
What's it? What, you can't rain on that icy? You can't rain on that icy. No? Okay, cool.
I'd have to be in the studio.
All right, say no more, man. Big up. We've got loads of people on TikTok. We've got ICIE in the Instagram. If you've got any questions for the sit-down host and founder ICIE, let me know and I'll ask him here right now. But yeah, ICIE, man, look, we got you in the book because you're an inspirational black figure in our community, creating black history. It's not created, you're not gone, you're still here, you're a living legend, bro. Absolute living legend. You're a living legend, bro. Straight up, just like the work that you're doing to uplift our community, to uplift our people, and you do it with humility. You know, you've got loads of accolades and praise, but you stay humble and poised, and that's love that about you, bro. Love that. So he has a platform called the Sitdown where he interviews people. What made you create that? What made you create that platform?
I think it's the fact that everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. Like if we were to sit down for 3 hours now and just you tell your story, I tell my story. Everyone has such a beautiful, unique story. And the more we tell those stories, the more we understand that in those stories there's bridges. And these bridges are the ways in which we relate with each other. So you've been through something that I've been through. And when we tell that story, that bridge is created and we cross over. And it just makes us stronger as a human race because we realize that, oh my gosh, like, oh, it's not just me. Like you went through that as well. And we bond like that. And I just felt in the black community, sometimes those stories don't get told until we die. Those
Until we
stories,
die, exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Those stories don't get told because they're smothered over and hidden and other people take their glory. Or as a black community, we don't tell those stories because we feel we haven't reached the top yet. We have, and so we say to ourselves, I can't speak on my story yet until I've got to the mountaintop. And I'm like, no, let me create a platform where no matter the stage you are in your journey, there's a place where you can share it honestly, openly, vulnerably, and the intimate audience can receive the gems of your experience and bond over that. So that's why I created it.
Love that, man. Love that. You speak a lot about stories, about people with their story. Let's say that you're in a story right now. There's a book of ICIE's life. And this is a question I heard you ask your guests. I'm going to throw it back at you. What is this chapter called in your story? Where are you in your story?
I would call this chapter a kite in a hurricane.
A kite in a hurricane.
That
sounds turbulent.
A kite dancing in a hurricane, and it's from a James Bond film. That quote, but I thought it's perfect because in the middle of a hurricane or the middle of a storm, there's a bit of a stillness there, but it doesn't negate the fact that there is a hurricane going mad around it, and I feel that's where I'm at now. There's good things that are happening with the sit down and what we're doing in the middle, but around that there's just a storm. There's storms in my own personal life that I'm having to keep dancing, keep it going, keep it dancing, while they're just swirling. So yeah, a kite dancing in a hurricane.
A kite dancing in a hurricane. Okay, man. Okay. Big up to Mr. Good who's just joined. Big up, Mr. Good. If you've got
Yes,
any questions for the
big up.
founder of the Sit Down, let us know. Drop it in the chat and we'll ask. Big up to Reese who's just joined on TikTok Live. Contact Steve and Noah. Big up everyone. Yeah, tap the screen, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Okay, so a kite dancing in the hurricane. Okay. Interesting. Do you have a question?
What's the biggest challenge you faced so far, and how did you overcome it?
In relation to the sit down,
Yeah.
yeah, greatest challenge has to be building a platform with no money, no backing, no
Building
investment,
a platform with no money.
no
How does that even
investment,
what?
and
Yeah.
the way that the challenge is because we built it to a place where there's a standard, and we refuse to come below that standard. But the only way to meet that standard is to have to find creative ways to bring that money in. And so, for example, we need to pay for things like the venue. I need to pay for, you know, we have like goodie bags. I've got to pay for all these. I've got to pay for photographer. I've got to pay for videographer. I've got to pay for all these things. But where's the money going to come from? So I've got to think of creative ways. One of the creative ways we do is we leverage the power of the guest, and we take that to a venue and say, look, I'm bringing this name of this caliber to your venue to shine light on your venue. Come, let's work on let's work on a discount. Let's work on some type of partnership that we can do. I'm going to other brands and I'm saying I'm bringing this caliber of a guest, and I feel that there's ways in which there's synergy. Could we get this amount of product from you? And we'll shout about it, showcase it. So running it on nothing means I've got to think of the most creative ways to still make it run and still bring it to that standard. And so that's been the challenge because I've got to think each time, what can I do? Another example is a magazine. There's a magazine that we do every event. TSD, you got one? TSD magazine.
Yeah.
And the idea behind that is we showcase companies from the Black community. Now, obviously, we're bringing you as a company to our audience. So I'll charge a little bit of a fee. So I'm going to generate some money from that, use that, and maybe use that to pay my photographer, pay my videographer. So that's been the challenge, just funding it and making sure it still reaches its standard. But in that process, it's helped me be quick on my feet, creative
Yeah.
in my thinking, and business savvy. Business savvy.
Nice. Cool, man. And in terms of you being a creator, where have you got your inspiration from? Who has made who gives you or who's given you the inspiration to do what you do?
Who's giving me?
Yeah.
I think, do you know, it's people. I just love people. I love stories again. I love people and their stories. And so when I can be chatting with a founder and they're telling me about the organization that they've created and why they've created it. That inspires me to keep sharing these stories because I'm just like, look, if this story is not amplified, somebody can not be empowered or inspired by it. So it is people inspire me to inspire people. People
People.
inspire me to inspire people because our stories are just so beautiful, man.
Sure. Okay. So if there's one the TikTok like it's dropping, if you saw that for me. Yeah. If there's is there a presenter or presenters that you look up to that you think, oh my god, like
Okay.
I love the way that you done your thing type thing?
There's a few. Top of the league has to be Oprah. Um,
Oprah.
yeah. She's the general. People know that she is the go-to person to share open and honest conversation. So that's what I want to become. I want if you need to share an open, honest, vulnerable conversation, okay, we need to go to the sit down. In the UK, this one will be weird, not weird, but a surprise. It's Mo Gilligan actually.
Mo Gilligan.
Yeah, he has a podcast called Before. Oh gosh, I can't remember the specific name. Before then and now, something like sorry, middle. start, middle, and end, something like that. You can
Yeah,
check
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
Spotify. But he's a really, really good interviewer. He's a really,
yeah,
really good interviewer. So I watch him, and even though I've interviewed him twice now, I watch him and study him, and like, oh, I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that.
yeah,
I'm gonna take that. So, and then lastly, I would say Julie Adenuga. That's it. Julie Adenuga is one of my biggest,
we've got
far
Julie in our
away,
good friends as well,
far
friend
away
Julie.
mentors. Yeah,
Julie
she's in there.
Avenue. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Julie
100%.
Adenuga, man. Top
Yeah.
interviewer.
Okay, 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 nice. Shout out Pink Hulk, that's just
Hey.
joined the chat as well. If you have any questions for IC, who's in our Creating Black History book, please drop it in the chat and we will ask him the question. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Julie Adenuga, we've got her here in the book, so you've mentioned her. She's one of our queens. Yeah, big up that man. Hmm?
Just doesn't answer.
Right, we did.
I thought it would like let the camera see, so this
No.
could be better.
No.
Sorry.
That's all right, cool. Kids touching stuff, man, you know?
I thought it would help please.
Yeah, okay. But you're learning, that's good, that's good. Any questions?
No.
No? Okay,
I'll
cool.
think of something.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So in terms of the next generation of creators that like look up to you right now, that look up to IC and be like, oh, you know what? I like a bit of that. What is your advice to the next generation of creators? Not necessarily to be like a presenter, but just a creator, especially from the diaspora.
I would say, really, I'd say, again, usually this goes back to stories. What is it in your story that can propel you to create a solution? What is it in your
Yeah,
story personally that can propel you to create a solution? So, for example, someone might have had maybe a difficult situation in foster care, for example, and that's their experience, that's their story. That might empower them to create something within the care system that is a bit more unique, that solves a problem. What is it in your experience of education? Maybe you hated the way teaching is done or the things that you studied, but you can think
yeah,
of a new way to tackle a topic. Maybe you hate algebra. What is a new way that you could create for young people to engage in algebra in a unique and engaging, lovely way? So use your own personal story to guide you in creating solutions, because that's unique. And when it's unique, it's money. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Wherever
yeah,
it's
yeah.
unique, you can make money. And we don't need money to make us happy, but we need money to function and move. So if you're young at the moment and you're trying to plot your way, go through your own story, try and find areas in which you can make things better for somebody else.
No,
Yeah.
cool. Great stuff, great stuff. And so you're obviously you're a father as well. How do you balance like being creative and following your creative desires, let's say,
Yeah.
and fatherhood?
I
How
don't.
do you do it? What do you mean? You must do because you're doing it.
Oh, how to balance it? Do you know what? Actually, I actually prioritize it. I prioritize it. So each week I have to ask myself, what makes you happy? And a lot of it is creative in that respect. So if I ask myself this week what makes me happy, and I haven't done it, I make sure I go and do it. And that could
Yeah,
be um, going to the cinema because it keeps my mind creative. It could be going for a walk because it helps me really distill all my thoughts. It could be um, listening to classical music, just chill jazz to help me get back into a creative space. So as much as there's things I've got to do on a day-to-day basis, I ask myself every week, what is it that makes me happy? And I make sure I go and do it. And those things that make me happy help me be creative.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Cool. So happiness is the goal. Is that
Yeah, because when you create what you love, you're happy, man.
yeah, when you
Yeah.
when you create what you love, you are happy.
Happy, man. You don't
Yeah.
even realize it. If someone else was watching you, observing you, you'll be smiling. You know.
Yeah. Okay. What is next in terms of, so as a creator,
Yeah.
obviously at the moment, a lot of your time, energy, and focus is going into the sit down.
Mm.
What is there anything next on the horizon in terms of a creative area you'd like to go into, or is this what you're building and expanding for the foreseeable?
My next is a podcast. I want to do a podcast that is an attachment to the sit down. And that there, I don't
Okay.
know that. I don't really know that area too well. So that will be a creative adventure for me. It'll be a creative
Mm.
adventures. And also music. But music not as you know it. But releasing music, it's not going to be rap. It's not going to be grime. It's actually,
Are you gonna sing, bro? You're gonna sing for us?
Let's see.
Please.
Sing, bro. Come on. Guys, if you want ICIE to sing right now,
No,
drop a
it's not
heart
singing.
in the chat. Drop a heart in the chat.
It's songwriting.
To sing.
It's songwriting. It's songwriting. So writing for other people.
Okay.
Mm.
So you're gonna be the man behind the scenes.
So yeah,
Love
that's
that.
helping me use my creative juices in that regard, which is far away from interviews and conversations. So
Okay. Cool. Any questions? No, wait. Any questions? Not these ones. These are for the very end.
No, I wasn't. It's just
Okay. Cool. All right. So do you have any questions for me and Isiah?
yeah, I was going to ask, as part your father and son, but in that creative process, is there ever tension? Because obviously you're creating stuff together, and sometimes
Yeah.
that's push and pull sometimes. Is there any time when you're like, you clash heads and you're like, I don't want to do it this way, or Dad, I don't want to do no comic books anymore, man. I don't do that animation. Like, is there ever a time where you clash, and how do you get over it?
You answer that.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I don't really think so. No.
No. Why and why?
I think we agree with each other in the sense a lot.
Mm.
Like we don't have anything to fight over in the sense. I think.
Yeah, I love that. And for you, him being your father, because in the black community there is this stereotype that we're always pushing away and fighting against, which is fathers are not really in their sons' lives. Um, Black people in the
Mm.
community, their fathers are always absent. What does it mean to have a father who is very much absent, present in your life? What does that give to you as an individual?
I wouldn't know what a world would be like without that.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
because my dad will be with me, and I know in any circumstance, in any way. I can't really think of a world without that.
That's amazing.
Really.
That's deep. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. And you, as a father, um,
Yeah.
you've been very, very since the day I've known you. You've been very intentional in the way that you create with your son, in the way that you involve your son.
Yeah.
Can you see the fruits of that? All that work you're doing as he's growing. Can you see it even at this stage with all those books behind you? Because those books behind you are testament to that intention. Are you seeing the fruits of your labor?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, when Isiah um, goes into public spaces, he's got the confidence just to speak. Just from, I don't know, the experience that he's had, he's able to just say an answer and it just lands.
Mm.
And I think that he's just got that just from all of the stuff that you do in private shows in public, right? So
Mm.
the conversations that we have and the connection that we're building and so on. And so like we have lots of deep talks about what the books mean and where they're going to go and how we try to make them impact the world and things like that. And he processes it in his own mind. And then when he's on stage, he will just say a
Wow.
sentence which summarizes everything one time.
Mm.
I'm like, so there's like skills that are coming out of him that, you know, I intended to sit down and write books with him, but the skills that are manifesting through that are completely nothing that I expected, you know. I don't think that, if I'll be honest, I don't think that Isiah is probably going to be an all-star when he gets older or anything like that, but he will take all of these skills that he's learned and do something magnificent in his own right. I think this will just be a springboard into something else, but yeah, I can definitely see those fruits. He's articulate, he likes to read, and he likes to share his thoughts and ideas in such a precise way. And I'm just like, wow. But I couldn't have said things any better. When he gets on stage, he might be a bit nervous, but you give him the mic and he'll deliver. You know what I mean? Whereas I've seen other kids just crumble
Yeah.
away. You know, we was
Yeah.
on TV at the end of there's a Conquer competition that was about a year ago, and we was on news, and the news reporter come and put a camera in Isiah's face, and Isiah was just articulate, just, you know what I'm saying, and I know this is from all the public engagements that we've had, all the book
Yeah.
fairs that have been through, all the people that he's met. He's just able to confidently speak with adults. I'm like, yeah, so yeah, man,
Okay.
definitely, bro, definitely.
Well, hats off to both of you because
Thank you, Bursky.
it's your story, isn't it? This is your story that
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
creating. And
exactly.
I always say to parents, like, imagine in 15 to 20 years' time when your child is doing a documentary and the interviewer asks that child, what was your childhood like? Whatever you want that response to be is what you should be working on. Whatever you want that
Well,
response to
yeah,
be is what you should be working on. And so whenever
yeah,
a
for sure.
child, if you imagine that documentary and the person says, oh, my child, you know what? I love the times when me and my dad used to just sit and used to animate. It did this, it did that, it did this. So
Yeah,
work on whatever you want that child to be able to say in 20 years' time in that documentary, be
yeah,
working, on that now, and I think that's
yeah,
what you're doing
yeah,
amazingly. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, thank you, Tana, because this is what we're doing now. This piece of content, we're creating it now. This is
yeah.
what the book is all about. We're creating this content. I don't know when people will see it. They might see it in an hour, in a week, in a month, in a year, in a decade.
Mm.
But this is the present moment right now. You know what I'm saying? And we are creating history right now. So let's give each other a round of applause. Big up, big up, big up. This is creating Black history now. We're creating Black history now. So, bruv, we've got a number of other people that are in the book that are lined up to do an Instagram live with us.
Oh,
We're speaking with ZZ Mills, speaking with Dean Forbes, speaking with a range of other people who will be on the Instagram lives, Kelly the Rock, Freddie the Rock, so on and so forth. Can you give me one question to pass on to the next person? And I'm going to say this is specifically from ICIE.
yeah, I guess the question would be just a simple one is that what makes you happy?
What
What,
makes you happy?
because I think we forget in the day to day, we just forget that thing, and everyone
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
everything else is in front of it. But we need to always remember what makes you happy and go and do that thing.
What makes you happy? Love that, love that, love that. And okay, bro, so just imagine now that this piece of content is showing in a primary school right now. There are like a bag of kids that are watching you now. Like, what's one message that you got to all these kids right now?
Like, imagine we're the kids.
Yeah, okay.
Imagine you're the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
No one cares about your dreams. No one. Your job, your job is to make them care. Okay? No one cares because everyone's chasing their own dream. Everyone's chasing their own
Mm,
purpose. So no one cares
mm.
about your dreams. Your job is to go and make them care. And you do that through persistence. You do that through consistency and integrity. So go and do it.
Give him a okay. No one cares about your dreams. You gotta make it happen. Love that. Thank you very much, bro. Just before we sign up, just a bit of fun. Isiah is gonna ask you this or that. Yeah, this or that.
Pizza or burgers?
A good burger. Yeah, burgers.
Sweet or salt?
Sweets.
Cats or dogs?
None. Hate them.
A beach or a pool?
Ooh, beach.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Mo Gilligan or Dean Forbes?
In what context?
The interview.
Oh, man. Okay, can I Dean Forbes? I could not even choose. Mo Gilligan, because I did him twice. Mo Gilligan.
A morning person or a night owl?
Night. Night every day.
Texting or calling?
Text. No time.
Martin Luther King or Malcolm X?
Malcolm. Wait.
Why?
Wait.
Hola!
Wait, Martin or Malcolm? I like Malcolm. Yeah, I like Malcolm. I think it was a bit more militant. Yeah, I liked that about him.
Socks or barefoot?
Socks.
Jamelia or Lisa Mafia?
You trying to get me in trouble or something?
No, bro, no. This is, you know.
Isiah.
Lisa, I tried it. No, but to be fair, they were both powerful interviews in their own right. So
Yeah,
I can see why it's difficult to choose. One like hit me here, and one was holistic. So yeah.
Have you watched the video?
Say again?
Have you watched the whole video? It's on YouTube.
I was there.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it. I was there, bro.
Sorry.
A couple more and then we'll let Uncle talk.
Cardio or strength?
Sorry, say again?
Cardio or strength?
Strength.
Stretching or sweating?
Sweating.
Plantain or plantain?
Plantain.
Nigeria or Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Jamaica! Oh, tight, super grand. That's a Jamaica, you know, super grand. Repping the colours. Yes. Okay, brother. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for joining us on the couch. Thank you for creating Black history every single day just by being you. And yeah, man, we're going to share this video because we're in a few schools doing workshops with the young people. So we're going to clip this up and show it to some of the young people, especially what you just said about making your dreams come true because no one cares. I think that's powerful.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, man.
No worries, man.
Thank you very much for joining us.
No worries. We got to you guys.
All right. Take care, man.
All right. Take care.
Big up, man. All right, so that was ICIE from the Sitdown, man. That was our first interview with the people in this book. The first of many. The first of many. I'm not sure who's going to come on next. I'm in talks with different people, but stay tuned. Wayne and Isiah, we will be back.
We will be back.
Big up. Oh yeah, by the way, this is our most recent book. Well, no, this is the most recent book, Creating Black History. But this book kind of come out and went under the radar. But I really enjoy this one, Neddy Eggies.
And this one, like, is really meaningful for my dad because he thought of the idea.
No, he thought of the idea, yeah?
My dad will always deny this, but I remember being a little kid.
Yeah.
And we were walking down, and, like, I said something about an egg, and then you created the Neddy Egg.
Alright, so we created it. You said something about an egg.
And you created the rest.
Okay, cool. All right. Fair enough. But yeah, this book is underrated. It's a really great story about an egg that, like, the egg that
is eaten.
Yeah, egg that's eaten and then he becomes a poo. All right, and the rest you have to read. It's a funny story. Yeah, so don't sleep on this one. I actually really enjoy this one. And obviously got all the others, even DV, you have a banana, super brownie, chronic wheelchair.
I just wouldn't question the logic of an egg going to a cafe. It will mess up the story.
Yeah. He goes, yeah. Why does the egg go to a cafe? Why did you think of that? Crazy. But yeah. All right, guys. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in.
Adios.
We'll see you again. Love. Big up.